plenty of clearance now all the way around. This is a big girl. Guys, this drain plug is stripped out. And I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'm not stoked about it, tell you that. But this is no bueno. Good morning. It's another day in the garage, and today we are getting the Excursion ready for King of the Hammers 2026. It is just a few weeks away. I am so excited. I cannot wait to get there and see everything, all the mayhem, all the chaos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you've never been to King of the Hammers, go check out my last two videos. There's one of what kind of goes on during the day, what happens in Hammertown, all the race action. And then there's another video, what happens at night, out at the hills, Chocolate Thunder, Backdoor, the mayhem, the chaos, the carnage. It's all on there. I'll put the link in the description for my last two videos. Go check those things out. And as always, like and subscribe. I am less than 100 subscribers away from reaching my 1,000 goal. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for watching all the videos. This has been great. So today, we're going to jump into this excursion. We're going to do oil change, diff fluid change. Wheels and tires are going to be coming off for some 40s. And I picked up some interior stuff that we got to get cleaned up, get installed. So I'll show you all that as well. Let's go. All right, let's get this oil drained. Oh no. Guys, this drain plug is stripped out. Oh, no way. It was on pretty tight. But yeah, it's just spinning. I mean, it's loose. Oh my God. It's just spinning in there. Can't get this thing out. Let's try to get a pair of pliers on there. Vice grips or something so I can pull on it a little bit. This is not good. Not good at all. Son of a... Okay, got the vice grips on here so you can kind of pull and hopefully these threads catch. Alright. Feels like it's coming. Draining faster. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Awesome. It is stripped. Stripped bad too. Oh man, look at that. Let's get this cleaned off a little bit. Well, this is what happens when you buy at an auction. You never know. Check out this oil first. Looks good. Not bad at all. No water, no metal. Well, good oil. But dudes. Oh man, this thing is stripped. Whoops. This is stripped good. Well, we're gonna get it drained and we're gonna see how bad those threads are. And then, I don't know, come up with a game plan and go from there. But this is no bueno. Come on. Come on, oil filter. It wants to. There we go. Let that drain out a little bit. So I'll make a complete mess. This would be a nice time to have a 2-post lift. One day, but not today. We're just gonna let her drain. Long overdue for a service. I have never changed the oil in this thing. We checked it when we bought it. Oil looked good, it's full. It was always on my list of things to do to this. But as everybody knows, you lift it, you put wheels and tires on it long before you ever do a service. Way before. Because that's just what you do. And that's what I did. But here we are. Getting it done finally. And we have a stripped out drain plug. And I'm not sure how I feel about this. I'm not stoked about it, tell you that. All right, let's get this oil filter off. Get my nice sweatshirt all oily. Ah, there it is. You can just live in there. I don't even care. Okay. We're gonna let this sit, finish draining, get out from underneath here. And then we're going to see where we're at. See what that drain plug looks like and kind of come up with a game plan. So let's take a closer look here, and oh man. Yeah, this thing is, it's smoked. I don't even know how those last couple threads were even holding it in. Because it was on there super tight, and then it wasn't. Then it just spun and spun and spun until I could get it out. So we're gonna let that sit for now. I have an oil pan plug repair kit coming. There's only like 12 bucks on AutoZone. Ordered it. It's gonna be shipped here to the house tomorrow. So we're gonna wait for that to come in. In the meantime, let's jump underneath it. We're gonna get this diff fluid changed. All right, let's start by getting this diff cover off. So, Ford in their infinite wisdom uses this hex head as one of the bolts that holds the diff cover on, but when this thing gets all rusted out, it wants to strip. So, we're gonna get it replaced. Put a regular bolt head in there, and they put it right behind the tie rod, so you can't hardly even get to it. So, we're getting rid of that because that looks like it's just gonna keep rusting out and become a problem. There we go. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. That's some clean diff fluid. We're just gonna take it slow so this thing doesn't come flying off. In fact, let's get one bolt left up in there, just so we don't lose the cover into the oil. All right, we got her fixed up and put back together. All that blue junk on there is not for me, previous owner. But I got it tapped out. I got a new drain plug put in, new oil filter, filled up with the best AmSoil oil. So we're gonna get this thing filled up. And I ended up using a Dorman tap. Let me pull it out here. It's one of these taps. It's like a drain plug repair. It's got a little drain hole in it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it sealed. So I ran it through like the tap that it is, and then backed it out, looked at the threads. Threads were all cleaned up. It looks like most of the damage was taken by the plug. Threads weren't that bad. So I just cleaned it up with that little tap. I found a bolt in my super awesome bolt rack. Got them all organized by size and grade and all kinds of stuff. And now it's all good, tightened up. I threw a little RTV on there for insurance and stumped some oil in it, see what happens. See if we can do this without spilling it everywhere. It is windy down here today too. And this is not gonna be easy. I might have to cut across you. Oh yeah. Gonna start off with just this quart, maybe a second one, just to be sure that that thing's sealed. I'm 100% sure it is, but you know how like with any project like this goes. Never be too careful. Let's get this front diff all filled up. Let's drain plug out of here. Get our severe gear going. I love these squeeze bags. Make it real easy. All right, one down. So the surface is all done. Oil change, front and rear diff fluids, everything looks great, except for that drain plug. We got that situation handled. But now, here comes the fun part. Wheels and tires are back. I got the 40s all mounted up, ready to go on. She's floating. Gonna look good. However, ran into some fitment issues. She does rub a little bit as expected, so we're gonna have to do some trimming. We're gonna kind of lop off all this nasty back here, and we're gonna have to do a little bit on that step. Just a touch there in the front though, but everything's looking really good. And all right, let's bust out the cutting wheel. Well, there you go. Not a ton, but just enough. I'm gonna clean up this edge here. We'll get the flat disc out, kind of take off all the sharp edges and all the little burrs. And we'll kind of feather this in so it just kind of tapers nice and smooth. That way it appears to look factory, even though it's not. And we got to figure out this lower step. I think I'm just going to do a nice gentle little cut just to take off enough. We'll fit the tire up, see how it all looks. Okay, so as you can see, way more clearance now. Like I said, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, make it look right, but I should have enough room for what this thing's gonna be doing. I think it's gonna be good. Next issue, I don't have to do much. I just have to get it to clear the up down, so maybe just trim off that little edge there. Feather that in, because that's not anything structural, it's just a little end piece of the plastic, just so we're not getting any unnecessary self-clearancing. So let's pull this wheel off, get to cutting some more. Not too shabby. All right, she's on there. Just set on there, not even buttoned up yet, but look at the clearance. Not too bad. We're gonna get all that glue knocked off there with a rubber wheel, get it all nice and cleaned up so it looks great. We got plenty of room for some up and down travel, bouncing over some rocks. She's gonna look good. All right, now we're just gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. Get on the front. All right, boys, here she is at ride height. Not too bad. Trim that up nice and neat. Kind of looks factory if you don't look too close. Squint one eye. And I ended up recutting this back side because it flared just a little bit more than I wanted. Kind of looked funny, so I kind of followed that natural line all the way down. Matched it on the other side, but that's it at ride height. I think it's gonna look good off-road. Good enough for King of the Hammers. What do you guys think? 40s stuffed on a 6-inch lifted Excursion. Now we gotta do the fronts. Let's go. Okay, so here she is at, I'm not gonna call it full lock, but that is the stop. That's about as much turning radius as I'm gonna get out of it, which isn't terrible, but, and I knew this was gonna happen, we made contact right here on the leaf spring, which less than ideal, I know, but without doing wheel spacers and all that on there, that's just gonna have to be what it is. Now, I did find though, I am gonna have to do a little bit of trimming up front here, just to clear that little plastic valance. And I'm hoping I don't have to get into the bumper. We're gonna trim that valance off, get it sitting back on its weight, see how that bumper clears. It doesn't look good, but I might have to do some bumper trimming. We'll see. All right, so it's starting to get a little dark out. Sun's going down here in beautiful Yuma. And I don't know how much more I want to keep trimming this and disrupting all my friendly neighbors who probably had enough of me. But the tire's just set on. I did get into the bumper, did get into that little valance piece, but I think I kind of got it just right. Can't even tell. Almost. Didn't have to do anything on the back. I already trimmed off that little back section previously with the 35s in there just for clearance. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Not the final product, but we'll wrap her up in the morning. Okay, I couldn't help it. I had to trim the other side. She is sitting on her own weight. Plenty of clearance now, all the way around. This is a big girl. 40s stuffed in the Excursion. It's getting dark, it's getting late. I gotta go clean up because we're going to dinner tonight. What do you think, Benny?
I think this thing looks freaking rad, man. Those 40s looking big.
She does look big, doesn't she?
Most definitely.
Almost time for King of the Hammer. So we're gonna do some cleanup stuff. We're gonna try to get this glue off. I got one of those 3M rubber wheels. So we'll get that all trimmed off. We'll get her polished up. A couple little odds and end things left to do, but I think she's there. And while I've got your attention, we got a new dash bezel in. Found it here local. Parts Excursion. Getting trashed, but this thing was pristine. Gave it a little wash. Detailed it up. Everything's in, everything works. All the vents were broken on the other one, and the gauges were all, or the switches, screws were all broken in the back. Nothing was secure. Everything kind of flippy flopped around, so we're looking a lot better now. And when I bought this thing at the auction, it didn't have a third row seat. And out of that same Parts Excursion was this super clean, not perfect, but very, very clean third row seat. So I scored them both for like under 200 bucks, which is a steal because these things go for like $600-700 on eBay. So the dude hooked me up. No rips, no tears, a couple tiny little stains, but nothing that I'm concerned about. So I'm pumped. So do me a favor, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this old girl. It's been a lot of work, been a long time coming. I'm getting choked up. No, I'm just kidding. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, and please don't forget to subscribe if you like the videos. If you want to see more King of the Hammers, if you cannot come and you have to miss this year, stay on this channel because we're going to bring you videos from every single day. All the updates, all the racing action, all the carnage, backdoor, chocolate thunder, Ultra 4 racing, all of it. So smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of it. All right, we'll see you on the next one.